Hey everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to crack the code on a super important topic for your IC3 Spark exam, web browsers. We're going to talk about how they work, what they actually do, and how you can get around the internet like a pro. So, let's jump right in. You've heard this one before, right? That moment of pure panic when someone thinks the entire internet has just vanished because, well, an icon disappeared from their screen. That exact confusion is what we are going to clear up for good today. So, you might be asking, why all the stories? Well, it's simple, really. Our brains are just wired to remember stories, especially the funny ones, way better than some boring list of facts. So think of this as a study tool to help you lock in these ideas for when you're sitting in that exam. And look, I want you to think about this exam in a bigger way. The IC3 Spark, it's not just some test you have to pass. It's really the first step, the foundation for those bigger goals you have, like getting your CompTIA A+ or your Network Plus. What you learn here is going to matter for your entire career. All right, let's dive right in with our first story. I call this one The Internet Isn't a Button, and it's all about let's call him Uncle Barry. He's a great guy, but when it comes to technology, well, he's trying. So imagine this. The phone rings. It's Uncle Barry, and he sounds like the world is ending. He's yelling, "It's gone! The internet, it just, poof, disappeared." So after I get him to take a deep breath, I figure out what happened. That little colorful Google Chrome circle is missing from his desktop. To him, that icon was the internet, and now it's gone forever. And his panic is the perfect way to understand the most important point. The internet, that's like a whole massive city. It's got all the roads, the buildings, the libraries, all the information. A web browser, like Chrome, Edge, or Firefox, that's just the car you use to drive around that city. Uncle Barry didn't lose the city. He just misplaced one of his cars. The program is on your computer, but the internet is out there, everywhere. So, why does this silly story matter for your future exams? Well, when you get to something like the CompTIA Network Plus exam, you're going to get hit with troubleshooting questions. And the very first thing you have to figure out is, where's the problem? Is the problem with the user's car, meaning the browser program isn't working, or are the roads closed, meaning there's an issue with the actual network connection? Knowing that difference is the absolute first step in solving almost any IT problem. With that in mind, let's try an exam question. A user says their internet is gone after they deleted an icon from their desktop. What's the most likely problem here? Is it A, B, C, or D? Take a sec, think about good old Uncle Barry. Okay, let's pull this apart. A, the entire internet has shut down? No way. The internet is a worldwide network. It doesn't just switch off. B, their computer's hard drive has failed. Well, if that happened, they wouldn't see their desktop at all, so that's out. D, their monitor is unplugged. Again, they just see a black screen. So that leaves C. It has to be C. They just deleted the shortcut. And that's key. A shortcut isn't the program itself. It's just a little button that points to the real program. They didn't junk the car, they just lost the quick button to find it. All right, so now we know the difference between the car and the city. Let's talk about how to actually drive that car without, getting lost or ending up in a sketchy neighborhood. And that brings us to our next story, all about a new internet driver we'll call Sophia. So, meet Sophia. She's just starting to get out there on the web, but for her, it's like a road trip that's gone completely wrong. You know the feeling. She wants to go to one website, but bam, a flashy ad pops up, she clicks it, and all of a sudden she's on some weird site trying to get her to download a special prize. She's totally lost, a little confused, and honestly, a little spooked. And this is exactly how Sophia can get back on track. You gotta think of your browser like your car's dashboard and GPS all rolled into one. That address bar at the top, that's your GPS where you type the exact street address, the URL of where you wanna go. And those back and forward arrows, that's your U-turn button for when you take a wrong turn. And the refresh button, that's like asking the GPS, hey, where am I right now? But here is the single most important safety feature. See that little lock icon and the letters HTTPS right at the start of the address? That's your signal. That tells you that you're driving in a secure, well-lit neighborhood. It means the connection between your car and that website is private and safe from anybody trying to snoop. Now let's build on that. How does this simple skill get you ready for something big, like the CompTIA Security Plus exam? Well, Security Plus is all about spotting threats. And what you're learning right now is your first line of defense. So step 1, always check for HTTPS. Step 2, actually read the URL. Is it spelled right, or is someone trying to trick you?
And step 3, look for other clues, like weird spelling mistakes or bad grammar on the page. These are the basic safety checks that security pros use every single day.
So you are absolutely going to see a question like this. What does HTTPS at the beginning of a website's address mean? A, B, C, or D? What do you think?
And the answer is B, of course. That S in HTTPS literally stands for secure. It means your information is encrypted. Basically, it's scrambled into a secret code so nobody can steal it as it travels. A is the total opposite of the truth, and C and D are just wrong. Security has nothing to do with speed or what kind of computer you're on. Just remember, S means safe.
Okay, we've had our adventures with Uncle Barry and Sophia. Now let's boil all this down into a quick cheat sheet to make sure these ideas really stick for test day. All right, here are the keywords you gotta lock in. URL, that's the website's unique address. The toolbar, that's that whole area at the top with your buttons and menus. The browser, that's your car for the internet. And HTTPS, that's your sign that a site is secure. Know those 4, and you are in great shape.
And here are 3 super simple tips for when you're actually taking the test. Number 1, slow down and read every single word carefully. Number 2, look for clues in the question itself. If they mention safety online, your brain should immediately go to HTTPS. And 3, always think safety first. If an answer choice sounds even a little risky, it's probably not the right one.
All right, let's wrap this up with one final thought to tie everything we've talked about together.
Look, if you walk away from this explainer with only one thing, let it be this. The internet is the city. Your browser is the car you use to explore it. And just like in real life, knowing how to drive that car safely, well, that's everything. So I'll leave you with a question to chew on. What's the one piece of really bad tech advice you've had to fix for a friend or a family member? Think about it. You've probably already been doing IT support and didn't even realize it. Thanks for tuning in, and seriously, good luck on that exam. You've got this.